Alrighty, let's do some more examples. If you need help, do these examples with me step by step. Remember that you can pause the video if you need to catch up and I'm speaking too quickly or writing too quickly. And if you feel like you know how to do it and you don't need to listen to the whole video, fast forward to the very last 10 seconds or so and you can check your answers with the final answers. I will make sure I circle them. All right, so we have 7 to the 5th power times 7 to the 3rd divided by 7 to the 2nd. I'm going to go ahead and use the product of powers property first, which means I'm going to add the exponents. I've got a 5 and a 3, and when I add 5 and 3, I get 8. So 7 to the 8th over 7 to the 2nd power. Then I'm going to use the quotient of powers property, and since I have the same base, I'm going to subtract the exponents. 8 minus 2, which is 6. So my final answer is 7 to the power of 6. All right, on the next one, all of my base numbers are 2s, and I have both multiplication and division. So I'm going to start with the numerator and doing the product of powers property. So if you look at the numerator with the multiplication, the first one has a 19, the second one has a 5. So when I add those two exponents together, I get 2 to the 24th power. In the denominator, when I add my exponents together, because I have the same base, I'm allowed to do that. I have a 12 and a 3, so I get 2 to the 15th power. Then I'm going to use the quotient of powers property, which means I'm going to subtract the exponents because I'm dividing and because I have the same base number. So if I subtract 24 minus 15, I get 9. So my final answer is 2 to the power of 9. All right, on the next one, I'm going to actually start with the quotient of powers property since we have two separate fractions that are being multiplied. So with this first fraction, again, they both have the same base of negative 8.3. So since I'm dividing, I'm going to do negative 8.3 to the power of 8 minus 7, which is negative 8.3 to the power of 1. Then I'm going to use the quotient of powers property on my second fraction. So negative 8.3 to the power of 4 minus 3, which is negative 8.3 to the power of 1. So now I have two numbers that I am multiplying. I have negative 8.3 to the power of 1 times negative 8.3 to the power of 1. Same base number, I'm multiplying, so I add the exponents. So my final answer would be negative 8.3. 1 plus 1 is 2, so it's to the power of 2.